Good morning, students. Once again, welcome to editing class. Students, today we are going to study objectives of internal control. In the last class, we have studied the meaning and features of internal control. And today we are going to study on the objectives of internal control. So the first objective of the internal control is to ensure that transactions are recorded in the proper books of accounts. So here each and every business transactions are recorded properly in the proper books of accounts. So whatever each and every business transaction that it runs pertaining to the business or nation. So that should be recorded in the concerned books of account. Okay. So that is the essential requirement. So here the establishment of the data pertaining to the business transaction here in the accounting and auditing, it starts with the entry in the concerned say books of account. So different books of accounts here and with what purpose it is maintained. So transactions pertaining to those books of account, it should be recorded in the concerned books of accounts only. So this is the one of the very essential aspect here. Because this is one of the main aspect for the establishment of the internal control. Suppose if you have skipped a business transaction, so internal control will not be say established. It will not be developed, and proper control can't be established here. So with that intention, so transactions should be recorded in the concerned books of account. Second one, see that all transactions are carried out only with the specific sanction of the authority. So business transactions, okay, so it should be carried out only with the specific sanction of the authority. Say for example, in the bank, okay, bank manager is the proper authority to sanction the transactions. Okay. So pertaining to the sales is concerned, sales department head, sales manager is the proper authority with his authority, with his authorization, from his authentication. So all the transactions are carried out. So there should be the proper authority to sanction the business transaction. Third one is see that management policies and decisions are properly implemented. So while say transacting the business transactions according to the policies and decisions of the business or nation. So the business transaction should be recorded. For example, if the policy of the business organization is to carry out only cash sales, it is the policy of the business organization. So there is a scope for only cash transaction and not for the credit transaction. Okay. So like that here. So it should all be adhered. Next one is fourth one, to ensure efficient conduct of business. So business transactions conducted in a efficient manner. Fifth one, to evaluate the efficiency of performance. So whatever business transactions it is carried out, its efficiency should be evaluated to safeguard the interest of the organization. So the interest of the business organization, it should be safeguarded. Okay. So that's the most and prime most important thing for the establishment of the internal control is concerned. Then to safeguard the assets of the organization. So assets belonging to the business organization, it should be properly safeguarded, for which what internal control system is established, it is developed. That's the most important thing. Say, for example, in the asset side, if you are showing, say, one fixed asset, land and building. Okay, so it is the fixed asset, it is belonging to the business organization. So to safeguard this asset, so what internal control system is established? So that is the most important. So here for each and every asset item or each and liability item, so there is a need of internal control system. Okay, you can't apply it generally. Okay, so for each and every say aspect of the business or nation, so there should be the safeguard. Then next one is to ensure reliability of accounting records. So transactions recorded in the books of account and thereby creation of accounting records. Okay, it should have the reliability. Means it should be believable. Whatever transactions you have recorded, it should be reliable. So reliability indicates here the authenticity of the accounting records. Next, to ensure periodical verification of assets. From time to time, verification, periodical verification of the assets. Now, next one we'll study the area or the coverage or the scope of internal control. Okay. Sometimes you can also say that the types of internal control. So basically here internal control it includes both the aspect, financial and non-financial aspect. Based on this here, two scope or area of the internal control is identified. One is accounting control. Accounting control here it indicates financial in nature. So financial transactions, it appears in the accounting control. Okay. Then administrative control. Administrative control that is non-financial in nature. Here, first one that is the accounting control. It ensures the reliability of accounting transactions. Accounting transactions are recorded by using accounting principles. Okay. So accounting control purely deals with the financial nature. Then administrative control is concerned with distribution of authority and decision making. Okay. So pertaining to the organizational structure, there the establishment of say different positions, relations, and thereby say fixing the authority and responsibilities. What we study in the management aspect so that it comes under the administrative control. So both these aspects will be there in the business organization because every business organization is subject to here the followance of both accounting control and administrative control. Some organizations we observe. So there the entire business transactions is with the accounting control. Financial transactions are more. Say for example in the banks, the financial transactions are more. Then in the case of educational institutions, say more of non-financial transaction as compared to the financial transaction. So it all varies from say organization to organization. Okay. So that it appears in the different scenarios. Students, in the next class again we are going to meet once again and there we are going to study some more aspect